Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm Teresa with Teresa Rene Art, and I am streaming today on the Pentart page. I'm coming to you from the United States, and just wanted to say hello to all of you, and let me know when you come on. Make sure to say hello. Hope you guys are doing great. And everybody can see me and hear me okay. If you do happen to watch the replay, make sure to type in #replay so our friends at Pentart know you are here. Today we're going to be doing something fun. We are going to be doing a Christmas sleigh, and we're going to be putting that little guy on top of a box. It's going to be super fun. Hello, Sue. Sue, I didn't give you a heads up that I was coming on live today, but I think you do follow the Pentart page, so hopefully you knew. Hello, Cindy. Hi, guys. I forgot to share it everywhere on my pages that I was going to be live today. I've just been running around like a crazy person. So glad you're here. Let's get into the Christmas spirit. Hello, Emreen. Hello, hello. Feel free to let your friends who normally join us, let them know that we're live. Hello, Erjabet. All right, you guys. So we've got 1 hour. It's been a while since I've been live with Pentart. You guys, I have had so much just personal stuff going on with kids and all that kind of stuff. So I'm so glad to be back. Thank you to the Pentart team for having me back. I'm going to turn my camera down and show you what we're going to be working on briefly here today. Let me get myself situated. Oh, that's the wrong way. We need to go this way. We are going to be working on this little hat box. So I've already done the decoupage, and I see it looks like Facebook or StreamYard seems to be working again. Hallelujah. So I can actually see everybody's names. We were having an issue before where I wasn't able to see people's names, but it looks like I can see people's names. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a festive little scene. So we've got this little box, and then we're going to be making a festive little scene using this little MDF sleigh as a topper, and then putting all kinds of beautiful decorations around it. I also, last night, I fashioned a little burlap bag with some gifts in it. I actually took a piece of fabric, some burlap, and I hot glued the edges together and made a little Santa sack. Hello, everybody. Hi, Sheila. So this little sleigh comes from our friends in the USA, Handcrafted Holiday Traditions. This is one of their new 2024 Christmas little sleighs. And I thought, how cute would this be perched on top of a little box, and we just decorate it super cute. So the box is just a round hat box. Excuse me. It's about 8 inches. So it's an 8-inch hat box or gift box. And I've decoupaged these with some papers from the Decoupage Queen Christmas release. I did the bottom with this Christmas Damascus green, and then the top I've done with evergreen toile. And then around the sides, I have already attached some little winter trees from the new Decoupage Queen winter trees mold. So we're going to be painting those. In fact, we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to paint those trees first with the pine green acrylic matte paint. We're going to be decoupaging our little sleigh here as well. Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're jumping right in because we've got about an hour, and I do need to be done on time because I have some other things I've got to go take care of. So no time to waste. Pine green. So pine green is probably about, in terms of our matte acrylics, this color here is going to be a beautiful Christmas color. It's a deep pine green. It's not too warm, not too cool. It is a nice neutral green color. And so I need to grab my glasses, y'all, real fast. I seem to always forget. Sue's going to have to start texting me before I go live to tell me, don't forget my glasses. So hold on one second. Let me go grab them. I need to have like a little live checklist. Do I have clean brushes? Do I have the materials I'm going to use? Check. And then most importantly, do I have my glasses? So I've done a fair amount of prep work on this because this is, it is going to be, otherwise it'd be too time consuming to complete on the live. So I just went ahead, you know, I casted all these molds ahead of time, glued them on. And so what I wanted to focus on were the opportunities that I have to show you some gorgeous Pentart products. So we're going to be using, today we're going to be using, of course, the beautiful range of paints and waxes. And we're also going to be using some snow paste. And we are going to be using probably some antiquing gel, velvet powder, decor glue tacky, and of course decoupage glue. Let's not forget. So this little range of trees, these are the new trees from the Decoupage Queen mold called Winter Trees. And on that mold, you get an assortment of 5 different trees in various sizes. So I have just gone around, and I actually just did hot glue in the interest of time. I have gone around and just put those trees on here. We'll get them painted. And then once that dries, we'll add a little bit of glamour to it, maybe with some snow paste or something. So I did that prep a little bit ahead of time. Also built my little sleigh and primed it. So I've got some white Pentart acrylic primer on this sleigh already, ready to go. What are you guys up to today? Anybody doing anything fun? It's a little nasty and rainy here. It is kind of not a beautiful day. It was like I had to drive to Buckhead this morning, which is about an hour from where I live. And it was very rainy and nasty. So, but it's cleared up. It's starting to get cold. Has anyone had any snow? It's starting to get cold here, and it's not snowing or anything. Won't do that for a little while still, but so this color is pine green, and I have it in the 100 milliliter size. It is a gorgeous color for trees, for like a Christmassy green. And the code on it is 1995. All right. Snow predicted for Tuesday. Sue's painting some castings. Fun. Snow predicted for Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know if we're going to get snow this year. We don't, it's not a guarantee ever that we're going to get it. So, in fact, I don't think we got it last year. All right, so I'm just going to put that off to the side. We'll let that paint dry. Let's go ahead. We're going to decoupage our little sleigh here, and I'll show you the paper I'm going to use for that. We are going to use this one. And so this is the Christmas damask paper, which complements this paper here, which is Christmas damask in green. So this is a lovely choice for the sleigh. We're going to just line this up, and we're going to trace our outline of what we need, because we don't need the whole thing. So we're just going to trace our outline and cut it to fit. So I've got that lined up down at the bottom. And we'll paint these little, the bottom feet part, we'll paint that a different color. Maybe silver or gold, probably gold. So it's just a little MDF wooden sleigh here. And I went to Hobby Lobby last night and got all kinds of little embellishments to put on top of this little guy. Oh, I got green paint. Green paint. All right, so let's cut this out. So this is our second, this is the second English Live this week. We had Jill on earlier this week. So here I am, number 2. Snow predicted for next Tuesday. You guys are quiet today. What else is going on? Anybody else doing anything fun? Anybody got fun weekend plans? Christmas crafting. I'll be live again on Saturday on Teresa Rene Art. We're going to be making ornaments between now and Christmas. So I was going to make an ornament today, but I figured I'd take a little break from that and do something else, of course, Christmas related. Pretty much from now until Christmas, it's going to be all about Christmas crafting. Hello, Cindy. Thank you, Sue. Sue, I don't know if you want to find, if you can share. So our friends at Handcrafted Holiday Traditions, if you want to share their Facebook page, they're the ones who made this little sleigh. And then the box is really, it's just a part of a series of nesting boxes that I got on Amazon. You can find these pretty easily all over. Of course, many of our retailers have the sleigh right now. I don't know if Terry has it. I think she was going to do something with it. All right. So let me put this way. And get this one here. So we're just going to kind of piece these around. I think that color is perfect. We're going to use this glue. Oh, you have a show coming up on the 23rd. Oh, cool. What kind of stuff are you making for the show, Sheila? Just out of curiosity. That's always fun. We have a, we have a little holiday show at our church every year where they always want handmade vendors. I've done it a couple of years, but people like going to those, but they don't actually buy very much. So I decided not to do it this year. So instead, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have an auction for all my Christmas ornaments. And I'm going to donate the proceeds of the auction to something noteworthy. I'm not sure yet. So I don't know when that'll be because I want to have enough of my handmade little ornaments and Christmassy items to auction. All right. All right, so that one looks good. There's that side. Let's go. Let's go here. Yeah, many of our students share the general link for the Royal Court retailers, because that's the one where they can find all the retailers who may have this and all the Pentart products too. So here's this one. So in the USA, you can find Sue LePage just shared the link for where you can find a retailer in the US. If you're in the USA and you've been searching for Pentart products, we have several retailers who do offer them all over, and they are becoming more and more. You're starting to be able to find them in different, like small, like antique booths and stuff like that throughout the US. So they are becoming more and more popular here, which I just love because they are awesome products. I have been using Pentart for several years. They're my go-to really for everything. And the awesome thing is that they are really, really wonderful people as well. So not only do they have great products, but they are super awesome people to work with. Okay. So let's cut that there. We got this side to do. So I'm just kind of tracing the shape around and then cutting it out. And then I got the back side to do, and then a little piece in the front, and that should about do it. And the inside, I was thinking about doing velvet powder on the inside, but I was also wondering if that might be a waste of time because by the time I get all the little doodads and stuff inside, most of that velvet powder is going to get covered up. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do velvet powder inside. I like the idea of it, but I don't think any of it's going to show anyway. Because I'm putting the little Santa bag inside. I have some ornaments and stuff to put in there. So we might skip the velvet powder. Unless y'all just want to really see me do it. Hello, Cindy. Hi, Lynn. Thank you guys for being here. Random Thursday afternoon. Yeah, I didn't share this on my page that I was coming. Been running around like a crazy person trying to get some things done this morning. No time to promote. All right. Too much fun with the kids. Yeah, so many things, you know. My daughter's playing basketball. She got done with volleyball, and now she's doing basketball. So we've got 2 games a week and practices 2 nights a week. So, woohoo, fun times. All right, so let's line this up. So I don't know who all knows. We had my mom, I'll tell you all the cat story. So my mom, we had gotten her a kitten. It was really like, so my next door neighbor across the street, she rescues and fosters kittens. And so I had sent my kids over there to go play with this little litter of kittens that she had, which was a big mistake because of course my kids fell in love with these kittens. And we already have a cat who does not want to have any sort of company at all. He really likes being an only cat. Well, of course, my kids fell in love with one of these kittens and just begged me and begged me, could we take one? Could we take one? And I said, no, we can't. So they said, well, can grandma take one? And I said, I don't know, maybe let's ask her. Well, grandma agreed to take a kitten. Well, my mom, grandma is my mom. She is 78 and she's had the kitten now for about a year. Well, the kitten is so full of energy and just wants to play all the time. And my mom at 78 has run out of energy and patience for the sweet little kitten. So we decided that it was best if she got rehomed. So I put a thing up on one of these little rehoming groups in Atlanta, and we found the kitten a new home. So we had the guy there. It was a guy and his fiance who ended up taking her. And they have they have a kitten already, but their cat needed a playmate. So I was like, okay, well, Tasha needs a playmate, somebody more her species and age. And they had a kitten. So he ended up coming to get her and taking her, which I'm so happy that she's going to have a friend and a nice place to live. So he sent me a text message last night and said they were getting along great. The little kitten is following Tasha around everywhere. And he's so glad that he got her. So it seems like it's going to work out, y'all. But I was really nervous because it's like, you know, the last thing I want to do, and I love animals so much. So, you know, my mom was like, just take her to a shelter. And I'm like, absolutely not. We are not taking her to a shelter. So I really wanted to find her a good home. I begged my good friend Cindy Crane, who loves kittens. I begged her to take her. But she was full, which is fine. You know, so I ran it up every person that I knew who has an affinity for cats. But in the end, I think it worked out the way it was supposed to. So, but I've been sad because I really enjoyed, you know, when I would go over to my mom's house, like one of my favorite things to do is to go play with the kitten. And I don't have a kitten to play with anymore there. So selfishly, I didn't want her to go anywhere. But it's not about me this time. So the little kitten that they had already, her name is Egg, E-G-G. And they had ended up getting her from the, like the local shelter. Where's Cindy? Did she say anything? No. She might have clicked away. I know. I worked on her a little bit, though. I'm like sending her all these pictures. But yeah, this little Facebook group came in super handy. It's amazing all the connections you can make on Facebook. All right, so that looks pretty good. Let me get my little... And I don't know if we want to just decoupage this down here or paint it. Probably just paint it to be lazy today. And then I'll do this little panel in the front. Sometimes these little edges are tricky to get around, you know, and I didn't cut it exactly, but I'm sort of just pushing it down in the grooves. All right, there we go. And then lastly, I'm just going to do this little panel in the front here. This. Then the rest, I think I'm just going to do the red paint, y'all. So anybody watching any good Netflix series or anything? I'm always looking for good shows to watch. My husband and I had started one called the Diplomat a while back. And we got through, I think it was only like one season. But they've come out with another season, so we'll probably pick that one back up. But honestly, I don't watch that much TV anymore. No. Usually by the time 9 o'clock goes or work comes around, I'm too tired. Yeah. I really like to go to the movies. That's my guilty pleasure. And I ended up getting that. So AMC has like a membership that you can get where you can get like unlimited movies, or like 3 movies a week you can get with the membership, but might as well be unlimited because there's no way I'm going to watch 3 movies a week. Okay, so there we go. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and paint the rest with some Bourdon, which is this color. Or sorry, no, this is red wine. So I'm going to use red wine. So let's go ahead and paint red wine inside and around the edges. Let me just try this real fast. Okay. So some red wine in there. Probably have to do 2 coats of this. I love, love, love my Pentart paints, you guys. Not a day goes by that I don't use my Pentart paints, either the acrylics or the chalky. Okay. And then while we're doing that, let's decide, why don't we decide what we're going to do down here? My heart is leaning toward pigment fix with gold metal powder, which seems to be like my standard go-to lately. But I'm not opposed to trying something else if you guys want me to do something different on these bottom parts. So another option we could do is like maybe some silver paint. We could do black or something with a little bit of wax, or bronze with a little bit of wax. I'm open to suggestions. Silver. Okay. All right. Although I will say, like, a lot of the elements, now I'm just thinking through it, because a lot of the elements that I'm going to be using on here are gold. Like I got some gold jingle bells and some gold balls. Doesn't mean we can't use silver, but don't know if that changes your mind. Super cute. Black with bronze. Black with bronze wax would probably look nice. I would be okay with that. And then maybe a little bit of gold wax over the top as an accent. Can mix your metals. Yes, I know. I know, Jill. Yeah, I think the silver might just be a little too bright. So let's try to make more like an oil rubbed bronze. Okay. Oopsie. Okay. Fun, fun, fun. Let's see, I got a little more over here to get. So super beautiful sleigh. Gorgeous. Let's do, got a little more over here. Sometimes with a piece like this, it's hard to see all the spots. Did they all get covered? All right, and then we will dry. Let me do underneath too. Beautiful red. So these are my Christmas colors, you guys, for the Pentart matte acrylics. It's going to be pine green and red vine. Those are definitely the ones that you're going to want to have. And those are the ones that are coordinating the best with the Decoupage Queen Christmas release as well. All right, so let's close this up and dry real fast. Red wine and pine green. All right, let me go ahead and paint the bottoms. I'm going to go ahead and I'm choosing black. I'm going to paint this bottom part black, and then we'll do we will do a little bit of like bronze wax. Taking my kids to get their Santa pictures this weekend. So we go see the same Santa every year. And last year they told me that that last year was the last year that they were going to do it. And I was like, okay, so what you're telling me is that now I have to start bribing you to go see Santa. I said, so what's it going to take for you guys to get all dressed up really cute and go get mom her Santa pictures? So they all agreed that all it would take would be a trip to Dairy Queen after. So I said, okay, sold. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Dairy Queen. I'm going to get my Santa pictures. And then I'm going to add it to the, I don't know if you guys saw it. Did anybody see, does y'all remember the little miniature cabinet, the little Christmas cabinet that I made last year, where I printed off all their Santa pictures in like miniature form? I made a little cabinet out of it. It was really cute. But yeah, so I'll have another one to add to my little miniature cabinet. I made it from the Zuri cabinet mold. It was really fun. Okay, I like that black. I think it's given it what it needs. Gold might have been too flashy for this. Okay, now I got to paint the back side. Paint the underneath. It is coming together. All right. And I'm proud of myself for not using the gold metal pigment. Seems like every demo I'm doing right now, I'm showing that gold metal pigment, which might explain why I can't keep it in stock. Okay. So this is just the matte black paint, you guys. All right. That looks pretty good. I'm going to do one more coat on the inside of that red. All right. Anything else? All right, so let's do one more coat of red, and then we'll get to finishing and decorating our little box here. I think so too. I like the black. I might go really light on the I may go really light on the wax. Of course, so you guys, so the product that I use to assemble little MDF projects, I always use Express Glue. It has the fine nozzle. The glue is super quick grabbing. So that is the one that is perfect for assembling MDF structures. That is my go-to glue for MDF stuff. Express Glue. If I had it in front of me, I would show it to you. So what I would do if I were going to velvet powder this, which I'm not, basically I would have painted this whole thing red anyway, because when you're using velvet powder, it's best to do it over a surface that is the same color as the velvet powder that you're using. Just in case you have some parts that don't stick very well, or if they fall off, the color underneath can sort of camouflage. So you wouldn't want to put velvet powder like on a stark white or a different contrasting color background. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's got a little piece here. And then let's lift this up. Oop, that was black. Let's paint that black. Let's do this one. And we are almost ready to assemble our little box decoration. And I got my hot glue gun on and ready. Cindy, the acrylic primer won't really stick to metal. The white gesso is probably a better option, just like Jill said here. The plain white acrylic primer is not going to stick to metal. So your options are either bonding primer or white gesso. I'm probably going to go a little bit over. I'm at peace with that. Okay, so let's get our, I'm going to use this one. This is antique paste. I think this is the antique gold antique paste. I'm going to use this, and it's got a little bit of a bronze feel to it, but it's kind of understated. So I'm just going to kind of brush that on a little bit here. I'm not going too crazy. I just want it to look a little bit scuffed up, a little bit antiqued. I can see a couple places that I need to touch up. That's okay. So sort of like an oil rubbed bronze here, and I'm going to do it on the inside as well. All right. So I like that. I like that choice. I'm going to now take a little bit of gold wax, and I'm going to do my trees with some gold wax, and then we're going to put a little bit of snow paste on them. So I want my trees to stand out a little bit. So I got gold wax here. And I'm probably going to use a little bit of snow paste on them as well, because I sort of want it to look like a little snowy village all the way around the box. And then I can take my gold paste and sort of line it around the bottoms as well, and up in here. I can do the same thing here. I can take a little bit of gold and just sort of outline these edges a little bit. Just a little bit of highlight. I didn't put any molds or anything on this because I thought the sleigh was just such a cute little shape already on its own. Just didn't need very much. Okay, so I'm going to take this off of the top there, and let's just work on this base. Let's go ahead and get this guy glued down. So I basically what I want is I want to make a little display on top of this hat box that's not going to move and fall off. So we're going to put that guy in there. I've already showed you I have the little burlap sack with all the toys and stuff. So I'm going to pop that in there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. So I'm going to glue that. These are glued down inside already, the little bag. So they're not going to move. One other thing I thought I would do, I think I'm going to take a little bit of ribbon. So I wanted a little bit of, see this ribbon here? I sort of wanted this around the edge. So I think I'm going to do that around this edge. Let's measure it first. Make sure I have enough. cut it. Could also use heavy body gel, but just for the sake of time and whatnot, we're just going to use hot glue today. So I thought about doing molds, but I liked the effect of I like that burlap that's in the that's in that Santa bag. So I sort of wanted to play on that a little bit. So I had this little ribbon, which I thought would be nice for the trim around the side. Kind of keeping it warm and cozy here. And then we will get all our little stuff, and we'll keep going with this guy. Yeah, so that's really cute. See the little burlap around the edge. All right, now let's get a couple little embellishments, you guys, and we will wrap this up. I have some trees. I could make a little village here. So I have I have some little gold trees. Put a couple little small trees around the side. Of course, I've got a couple little, let's see, I don't like the color on that one. There's all kinds of little, this one's okay. It sort of looks like the little side there. This one's too bright. This one's good. I like this little snowy pine. So I could do a couple little on either side here. Got some trees. Let's start. Why don't we start with these three? Maybe I just lay it out first before I glue them down. So I've got this one and this one. Okay, and then I have you guys, I got this thing from Hobby Lobby, which I was planning to cut up, but I don't know that I have enough time to fuss around too much with this one. So the other thing that I actually have these little guys, which I think will work better. So it's like little small packs of pine cones and stuff. So I could sort of like lay those down in there. I do have some foam. I've got some foam. Some foam I can stick down in there. I have some berries. I've got some Christmas balls and some jingle bells. So I'm going to get this foam and I'm going to try to sliver a couple little foam pieces down in there. I think I'm good with these boxes. I think I'll go ahead and commit to these trees. So I like these trees. I'm going to commit to that. So some hot glue there. And let me grab, I'm going to cut a couple pieces of these little branches here. This thing is massive, you guys. So I got this thing. It was like $12 from Hobby Lobby last night. But I'm just going to cut off like pieces of some of this greenery here. And use some of that. over here. Start with that. Let's see where we end up here. So this piece is a little bit big. What if we stuck that? Let's see. Sort of like that there. Maybe this here. And get this little foam block out. I just want to make a festive little Christmas scene using all these little bits and pieces. I am definitely not a florist. Cut a little bit of this little foam piece. If I just sort of put that down there, and this one too. We pop a little bit of this down in the sides. Maybe a little bit of this one. What did I do with my scissors? Anybody see my scissors? They fall. Yeah, there they fell. That I like a lot. I like this one too. So we can tuck that back behind here. Add to some of the drama. And then these guys can stick down in here as well. Tree. If we want another tree, if we want to save that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and commit to this one. So I'm going to tuck this little piece back down in there. And I'll do the same thing over here. And then we'll finish it off with some little jingle bells and some snow paste. And I'll probably end up being about 15 minutes over. Okay, so I got these little bells, which I'm going to fill in here. These are fun little tiny bells. So I'm just going to sprinkle those down in my sleigh. and maybe even on top of my gifts. Try to camouflage my little piece there. I feel like I need another piece of this branch down in the back here. Let me get one of those. And I'll go through behind and just make sure everything is glued in real well. All right, so now I have some balls, some bigger jingle bells, that I can stick on. So let's do, I think let's do one right here, one in front. And let's do, I think let's do a red one over here. And let's do a green one over here. And then let's do a couple of these ball ornaments here. Maybe this gold one right here. I don't think we need too many of the big ball ornaments, but enough to just kind of say, I'm going to move this and put that ball here. And I want the red one there. And maybe I do one more ball. Maybe I do, let's do, how about a silver? Let's do another gold ball over here. And I think I want that there. I want a little piece of branch in here. And then this little green one here. maybe maybe a couple more up here. Okay, so I guess overall, that's about how I want it. Of course, I'll do a little bit more tweaking, but I think in general, you sort of get the idea of what I was going for. There we go. So we have a super cute little Santa sleigh vignette with a bag of toys that jingles. Let's go ahead and do just a little bit of snow paste on my trees so you can see what I'm talking about. And then we will wrap it up for today. So with the trees, it's just, we're just going to dab some snow on it. I'll probably take a little bit of antique gel and outline my trees a little bit with that so that there's a little bit more contrast there. And I might even take some snow. I think that's a really good idea, and add it to some of my greenery and maybe even some of my little bells. I'm not going overkill, like it's not necessarily a snowy scene, but I think a little bit just sort of adds, you know, a nice little wintry touch. So I can add some here in my trees as well. So that is the idea, you guys. I will finish up with this snow paste off camera. Let me just sort of put it on the box and show you the whole situation. Maybe some glitter sprinkled on it would be nice. So this is the whole situation with the little box topper. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate y'all spending your Tuesday afternoon. Super, super fun. All right, you guys, and enjoy the rest of your evening, afternoon. All right, y'all, take care. Bye-bye.